toughest way to go out game one by one goal, and here just a fraction of a second.
Yeah, a lot of I guess probably what ifs over the two games, but a group that just continues to get themselves up off the mat. We're down 9-5 there in the fourth, and found the way to claw back, and that's the margin of error. You mentioned game one there, where we had it on the inside of the post, and real close there, and then here, if we a couple hundredths of a second longer, we find a way to tie it up. But sometimes you need to experience these moments and taste how close we were as a team to figure out how to get it done. But it was a tough one for sure.
You talked about growing. Is this some of the learning experience this team kind of has to figure out before ultimately becoming a championship team?
Well, that's one way to kind of look at it. We'll reevaluate that stuff and analyze it in the off season. The tough thing here is that every year with the team is a new group, and so that it's not going to be completely the same next year, and it's a tough one here tonight because we felt that we had a really, really good group of guys, and they did everything they needed to do this year to be successful, and we just came up a little bit short.
Game one was really high scoring back and forth, and tonight was a little more defensive and tight checking.
Yeah, I think that probably could have been predicted. I mentioned that this week. Wouldn't be surprised if it was 8-6. I was off a little bit, but really, obviously, in the first half we want to generate a little bit more offensively, but going into the half, we felt this is our kind of game. I think it was 3-2 at the half, and it's we've shown we can play however we have to within the game, and tonight was a different one than game one.
Just on those guys in the other locker room, they found a way to. Anytime you got close, they found a way to answer back.
Yeah, they did. Kind of throughout the night, and stuck a couple on the power there in the second half. Anytime we scored one and started feeling a bit better about ourselves, they got one quickly back. So, they did their job there.
All right, Shell, the series could have went either way. Game one by single tally, and then tonight just a fraction of a second.
Yeah, game inches, I guess you could say. Give credit to Buffalo. They strung together two of the best games they've had all year, and you can't knock our effort, I guess. Tough series and tough result, but it's been a special year for this group, and couldn't be more proud of them.
Seemed like game one was high scoring and open, and tonight was tight checking and really, really defensive.
Yeah, two teams kind of with a great defense and good goaltending, and two offenses that when they go off and they're hot, that they can just put the ball in the net. So maybe the first game a lot of offensive, and this game was a big defensive game. Just tough outcome.
Tough too. Every time seemed like you guys clawed your way back and got up off the mat. They just had an answer for you. It's tough to build momentum. When we're scoring goals and they come down and score right after. It's something that we wanted to work on, and it's tough result, and just something to learn from and move on, and carry with us into next year. Speaking of moving on, and what are some of the things you guys can take away from this series to help you out in the next coming years here?
I don't know if it's a series, but all year, we found ways to win, and we've been down at half, down before the fourth quarter, and this team's just kind of stuck together and played for each other, and it's just tough to look around that room and see a lot of faces to the ground, because everyone on this team cares for one another, and it's an emotional loss.
I know that's been the theme of this season is You guys all play for each other. You know, when the offense is struggling, you guys at the back are stepping up. When you guys are getting scored on, they're scoring. And this series pretty much capsulized that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's what you want in the playoffs, right? Just everyone kind of playing for each other, and you know, the offense last game was keeping us in it, and you know, everyone was just kind of grinding today to try to get shots by their lanes, and yeah, just great team effort. You can't knock that.